Okay, hello. How's everyone going? I'm going pretty well. It's not too warm here at the moment. Weather keeps going up and down. Yes, I hope everyone had a nice holiday. Still ongoing for some, and it will be the new year soon. Things are going fine here. A little bit of sickness going around, but I seem to have dodged at least the worst of that, hopefully. Anyway, so yes, we'll start off with a bit of Dwarf Fortress tonight, because we were doing the Mountain Fortress one, and I've been doing a little bit on my own, so we'll have a look in on that, see how it's going, because I have some, Towerriddled. I have some things to discuss about this. Hello, welcome, DG. Holidays ending will be the best part of this time of year because all the streamers will be back. It's important to spend time with family and friends and all that over the holidays. Or spend them as you may wish. So yes, let's see. I can't remember what year we actually left this off on, but I'm willing to bet a few have passed since the last session we did. There has been quite a few changes too. Oh, you finished Red Faction 1. It's quite fun, actually. I'm going to have to get to that at some point. I would like to play that. See how, because as I've said before, I played the demo of Red Faction before it came out, and I liked the glass house sort of tech demo map they had in it. Though the mining in it is pretty much like what Deep Rock Galactic's got in it. So yes, we've got the prison area up here. That I think I might have finished that off and it's all smoothed out. We've got the hospital area here. It's nice and smoothed out. We've got bedrooms made. We've been upgraded a number of times in our settlements. I don't know what you call level position. We have a duke now, since I guess we count as a duchy, even though it says village. Who is Bemble, who I think, he's our bookkeeper. There has been quite a few deaths. We'll get to that. So he's the duke. He's demanded very fancy quarters. So he's got this room here, which is absolutely covered. These rooms here, which are absolutely covered in engravings, multiple cabinets, multiple weapon racks, armor racks, even though he doesn't own any weapons or armor, and multiple gold statues. Because he's a duke, he needs really fancy stuff. Everyone, all my other administrative dwarves have quite plain rooms comparatively. Down here, we have a room I built and a pit for the storage of artifacts, because subkits were making off with my artifacts, and I don't mean Kias or rhesus macaws or any type of animal. No, we actually had some plots which were conceived and were completed to steal some artifacts. So they've actually made off with at least two of them, Last Brains and Quillsunk, the Prime Visionary. I don't remember which ones those are. Let's see. Last Brains, right. So they stole this mug here, and they stole which was the other one? I don't think it's listed here. It might have been an artifact someone else came onto the map with, which would be listed under here, I think. Not one of the ones which we created. But, yeah. dwarves which have been involved with this, not disorderly conduct. Where is it? Plots. Here we go. I haven't dealt with all this stuff. This is all quite new to me. The UI, I think, helps with figuring out what exactly I'm looking at by a lot. You bought Duke Nukem Forever 2011 for $5. Sure, there's worse games out there. I'm sure. I'm positive. I hear or at least from videos I've watched, apparently the DLC, the one, like, expansion DLC pack which was made for it, the Doctor Who Shrunk Me or something like that, is not actually that bad. But I guess Duke Nukem Forever is more just disappointing than anything else, because it kind of tried to do a whole bunch of things and didn't really succeed at any of them, because it changed rails so many times. There was a different one which came to light recently, like an early version of a 2D platformer style Duke Nukem game, which was done using Duke Nukem 3D sprites. That was kind of interesting to see. Let's see. So yeah, you could actually see, like, this is the organizations involved behind the plotted thefts. We have a boss who is unidentified, though I do actually know who they are, and a thief who is identified, Urdimnokgol, who has served time for their part in this plot. And I believe, yeah, Urdimnokgol was involved with this one as well. So what was happening was, at one point, we had a visitor. They might have shown up in one of the sessions, of a human... I'm going to say a human intelligent undead type creature. I don't know exactly what they're called. They've got randomly generated names, but they had blue skin and I think yellow and red colored clothes. His name was like Geneb or something like that, starting with a G. And I think they visited our fortress a few times. And what must have happened is that they visited our fortress, talked to this dwarf here, Urdimnokgol, and convinced them to become part of this plot to steal these artifacts. And Arab would go to the storage pits, pick up the artifact, and actually take it to the edge of the map to palm off to the human creature. So yeah, it's just fascinating to me that it can be like that. I've read about this type of thing before from Tarn's recounting of it, but I haven't seen it in action like this. Hello, welcome, Lothar. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, Arab has, let's see, spent time for this. Can we see theft of Quill Sunk? Arab implicates Getak Virgin Blossoms. That might be the person's name. Because I don't... Getak doesn't... I don't think that's a dwarven name. Let me have a look. Because it is possible... No, it is possible for people who are involved in crimes to implicate someone else and be lying about it. You'll get that with vampires if they drain someone of blood and other people see them, you know, having done it or something like that. The vampire might go, oh no, it wasn't me, it was this other person. So that's where you have to bring them in for interrogation. I tried to do that with the human that Arab mentioned, Getak, but they ran off the map, and my my sheriff wasn't able to catch them, so they got away. Oh well. Gotta decide what to play next, in Far Cry 1 or Duke Nukem Forever. I keep wanting to say for never. I don't know why. It's seeped into my mind. That's the mocking title people were calling it when it was before it was released. I don't know. It just came to mind more easily than Forever. Never finished Far Cry 1. You noped out the time when they introduced mutants. Yeah. I mean to do Far Cry 1 at some point. I understand it's rather a hard first-person shooter, but it kind of starts off that kind of realistic FPS style, and then it goes into mutants, and I've heard from some of my friends who played it at the time that the mutants are quite a lot tougher than what you've dealt with before, so... Oh well. Your monarch just moved into the fort. Turns out she's a necromancer. Oh boy, fun times. I don't know if we'll be able to get to that level with this fortress. So yeah, we have the artifacts up here. Across a pit with a bridge, which I can pull down with a gold lever in the bedroom of my Duke. We have this hatch cover as well. So yeah, the bridge is there so they can't jump across the gap. Or, I don't know if they'd actually do that, but it looks cool. That's why it's there. What else? Our foraging area is pretty much the same as it was. Worshipping area, training area for the dwarves is like that as it has been down there. There's a lot of blood here from elk birds, which keep coming up from the caverns below. As I said, there's been a lot more deaths. The mausoleum has been extended quite a bit. I've done it in this very sort of twisty-turny style, with 2x2 and 2x3 size rooms every now and then. There's not really any planning behind it. They're just the more twisty it is, the better. This is the Duke's tomb here, with 4 gold statues and carvings on the floor and all that, because he demands a real fancy tomb, a grand mausoleum. But yeah, quite a few dwarves have died. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah, about 29. Maybe not all dwarves of the fortress. Some of them might be monster hunters who visited our fortress and became inhabitants. But we've had quite a few attacks. Extending the bedrooms down here. Smoothing it out currently. I bumped the number up. I think it was from 30 before. It's up to 50 now. Dining hall is still the same. Got a lot of barrels for more food and drink. More storage room down here. The clothes industry over here. And all these up here for crafts. So dwarves, if they want to make something, they can just run to one of the workshops and make something to satisfy one of their moods. Because of our increase in status, I had to move the trade depot outside because the wagons couldn't get through these 1x1 doors. So it's out here now. Down here, the what was planned to be the main entrance for the fortress, with grand plans and all that, it's had work done on it. We have this iron road leading from the edge of the map to the front. It's taken a lot of iron bars to build. And it's in multiple sections too. I think there's like 3 sections of road here. Or 4 with a smaller one up the end here. But yeah, just a lot of iron paving that road. And we've been working on making these walls and flooring out each of these levels in here, getting rid of all the dirt that we haven't finished it, and paving it all with gabbro, so it's all of a unified color. It goes up, I think, about 10 floors, and then we'd have the roof there, which would floor over as well. A little bit of work done on some extending walls along here, which would more just blend into the surrounding mountain than anything else. They'd be about 3 stories high. Yeah, it takes quite a while. That's why several years have passed. This is the quarry for Gabbro. Several Z levels deep. I've had to build some walls in here to prevent aquifer flooding in. It's only light aquifer, so it was only a very small dribble of water. But I didn't, want all this to become flooded with water, so I had to build some walls to block it off. But yeah, there's also a lot of gold around here. This is a rich mountain. Oh, hello, welcome, Sugdiv. You ran out of food. You did an oopsie. Now when your 160 dwarves are quite upset. Oh no. Do you have any cats and dogs you could turn to tide them over for a moment? You'd have to process the meat though into meals because they won't eat raw meat. Or maybe harvest a whole bunch of plants. You already ate everything then into the dwarf. Oh dear. That sounds like quite a predicament. Yeah, I don't really know what to do in that situation. If there's no plants which you can harvest out in the forest or whatever. Or if you're in an area which doesn't have any plants outside, like a tundra or something, I guess, yeah, you'd have to survive on what's on the ground. Or what your farms can produce. Let's see. Spiral staircase is still there. We've got the well there for dwarves to clean themselves. The two bridges are still there. Occasionally gremlins have come in to pull these levers, messing with the bridges, which is irritating. But the biggest issue with this fortress, and what makes me wonder whether we can actually continue with this anymore, is we've been attacked quite a bit in the caverns, and I don't mean by forgotten beasts. You'll see there's one forgotten beast corpse here, another one down here, but let's see. There's also quite a few other skeletons around here of bat people. Now, I think we've had bat people appear on the map and attack us in the series so far already. But they keep coming. Okay, fine. I can deal with them. Our military is a crack squad of dwarves when they're not being killed by forgotten beast syndromes. That's why there was a few casualties. One of the forgotten beasts came with like paralysis vapors, which killed two of my dwarves. I believe it was the expedition leader and the militia commander, the original ones. So they died to that because they suffocated. And then I think two other dwarves died to another forgotten beast because it had poisonous breath or something, which caused just whole body necrosis, which was what a way to go. They got to the hospital, but there's not much you can do for someone to. There's only so much cleaning you could do for someone whose entire body is blistered and rotting. So very unfortunate. But yeah, back to the bat people. So I think in the previous sessions we did of this, we have actually had rather large FPS drops. I'm going to call it that. Periods of long pauses where the game could take maybe a minute or more to like perform some actions. It would like freeze for a few seconds and then proceed for like a second, and then it would freeze again. And I've pretty conclusively put this down to the bat people which have been spawning on the map, and it's not because of the huge numbers of the bat people. I think it's because when these come onto the map, they appear onto the map hidden, And I think the game is doing calculations for all of them, and there's a lot of them. I think they come in groups of like 40 or so. The game's doing calculations for each of them to determine whether they can be seen. And that takes up quite a lot of processing power for the game. We'll just scroll down the list of bad people. Which causes all the pausing. I can stop it by sending my military over there to engage or to scout out the borders, find and discover the bad people, and then kill them all. But it takes quite a while to get to that point, because it's proceeding only a few ticks at a time with rather lengthy pauses in between. So yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. That's why I feel a bit better doing stuff on my own, because I can just have it running in the background waiting for it to get to a point where it actually starts playing, actually starts being playable again. But on stream, I don't really want to be sitting here twiddling my thumbs while waiting for the bad people to be discovered. So yeah, that's kind of a big issue. They do give shields and spears though, and again, they're not a problem. They've probably killed like 2 of my militia dwarves over the years, but these guys are all really good at their jobs. I think at the moment it's fine. If I unpause, yeah, it's quite playable. But as soon as more bad people start appearing, it will slow down. We have had goblin sieges. The blood out here and all these limbs all over the place. They are from goblins. I think we've had like 4 goblin sieges. Varying from like 6 goblin crossbows archers to maybe about 16? Oop. Okay, caravan has appeared. They haven't been a problem. Though I consider the goblins quite a bit tougher than the bad people, especially with their crossbows. My dwarves are able to just hack through them with no problem, so with all the armor and shields they're wielding, they're able to fend them off quite handily. They just run over the mountain, leaving bits of goblin everywhere. You can see some here, some more here, some more here. And goblins have been very more there. They've been very considerate in donating all of their armor to our cause. Because, of course, we can wear the armor which the goblins have. So, yeah, they've mostly been appearing on the map from, like, up here in the mountains, down here or something. Anyway. So, yeah, that's about it for that. I guess we'll do a little bit, and we'll see whether it starts freezing. So, I don't really want to call an end to the fortress, because there was a lot I had planned for this, but the cavern invaders causing large FPS drops is rather a big issue, unfortunately. Oh, right. Our Duke keeps forbidding the exporting of amulets. And he keeps asking for amulets and crossbows to be made. Very annoying. I still need to find a good way to deal with all the clothes which wear out. I guess you could atom smash them. But you could also sell them. But I don't think there's a good way to, like, separate these damaged clothes, the ones with X's beside them, are like worn out. It's not really a good way to swap those out for or to like separate them from clothing which is not damaged without having to go through the entire list. So do I have any gems? In a bin? There's some. Do I not have more? Thought I had more gems than that. There might be one of the finished good bins, because I think if they get something else put into them, it just generalizes the entire bin. Did we break into the next layer of cavern? No, we didn't. Okay, maybe we can do that. Have a look and see what waits for us even deeper. Are you all happy? You are? You want crossbows made again? I kind of wish you could put up an order to just make what the Duke demands, just automatically, because you don't get the announcements as obvious in the Steam version as you did in the base version. Do you get it up? Do you get an announcement about that at all? He's ended a mandate, which I think was ending a mandate of not trading objects. But there's nothing there about having demanded the construction of certain objects. The problem there is that if you don't fulfill his request, it becomes a violation of production order, and someone ends up getting punished for it. I think... Yeah, violation of production order. Here we go. You can see injured party, Bemble, convicted, Diduk. Just a random dwarf is convicted in that case. Chosen amongst all the dwarves in the fortress. It's like, nobody made what I demanded. Someone's going to be punished for this. Shows at the same place at the end mandate message. Oh, okay. Yeah, in here. Yeah, it's just... I don't know. I feel it could be more obvious, or stand out more. It's the whole thing with the messages not like popping up on the screen. They're behind these icons here. Like maybe if they flashed, if you haven't checked them or something. That way you'd know if one of these have got a new message underneath it. I don't know. There's been a few updates for this since. I think mostly to do with fixing some small bugs. There's the option to go into the classic ASCII style, which is kind of weird. It throws me off more than playing the original, because you have to use the mouse with this, and that feels wrong. So it's kind of like a weird blend between the two. And I would say if you want to play with the ASCII, just play the original, the free version. Don't play with ASCII in the Steam version, because while it's nice that they have this in the game, it's not designed for it. Though you can see the you can see where the farm plots have been, where the farm plots have been sowed. Hold on. Oh, you can't actually zoom in and out in this mode. That's weird. I'm pretty sure you could zoom in and out in the base Dwarf Fortress. Not in this one, though. But yeah, the equal signs there are where seeds have been planted, which is missing in the graphics mode. Anyway, no, I won't keep going. I won't stop going on about that. But yeah, I think this visual style, because this is what it's made for, works much better. Oh, we got llamas inside. Who brought those llamas? Nobody. Okay. It's fun to see an ASCII every now and then, just to see that you can still read it just as one of the new tiles. Yeah. I mean, again, like, it actually runs a bit smoother in this graphic style than the other one. I think it's the mouse is dragging it a bit easier. Oh, it doesn't actually do the seeing multiple Z levels there. I do think in some ways it also provides, like, making it a bit easier to see some other things. Like, I think seeing the moods of dwarves is easier rather than the little bubble that they have above their head. You can see because they're flashing with the little arrows and all that, which I think does a better job of drawing your attention to if there's a problem, because you'll see a bunch of dwarves with, like, arrows over their heads, and you're like, oh, what's wrong with them? You could be like, oh, they're depressed, or you can see what they're carrying, because they'll be, if they're carrying something, they'll be flashing with the icon of the earring in that case. I think it's an earring, which they're carrying. Oh, a whole bunch of things. Wow, they can carry that many objects at once. I guess they're just small, but yeah. Also, the engravings stand out a bit more. Doesn't look as nice in this. I always was hesitant to engrave large amounts of the room in ASCII mode, because you just end up with all these little images all over the walls and floor, and it just makes it look like a matter corruption. So that's why I would tend to do it just around the center and only on certain parts of the walls, just so that it doesn't end up like this. But I've done that because in the other graphics mode, it's much less obvious that all that's engraved, so. Anyway. Do we have... Are you here? Are you trading? Come on. There you are. Okay. Let's see. Don't need that, 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 that. You have anything which I could use? I don't need more barrels. I've been buying drinks for them, but I just end up with a whole bunch of empty barrels. They're taking up all my space and storage. I don't need picks, so I can make those. Mauls, flails, morning stars, scimitars, training axes, swords, spears. breastplates. Well, they're large, so I can't wear your armor anyway. Or your clothes. Guess I could buy some shields from you. No, we have enough shields because all the bat people keep bringing them. Hoods, gauntlets, gloves, mittens, boxes, bags, any seeds which I would want. Rye seeds, I guess. You've apparently got a lot of items here. Oh, it's a lot of seeds, is it? Crowns, rings, earrings, bracelets. I don't want those. Anvils, meat, fish, plants, leaves. I guess buy strawberries. Yeah, fine, buy all that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't know what these things are. Mortars, carving knives, boning knives, slicing knives. These are new, and I think the jugs are too. I mean, a mortar, I know what they are. But, I've seen pestles as well. But as far as I know, dwarves don't need tools like that to be able to perform any of their tasks. So maybe they're just, like, objects which they can make, which you trade, like crowns and earrings and all that. Because they certainly don't need a, like a knife for butchering. But yeah, that's new in the most recent version. I'm pretty sure. They've got a whole bunch of books or scrolls. Got some dice. Sure. We'll buy a 6-sided long die and a Icosa hedgerow die. I don't know how many sides that has. 6-sided die, a 6-sided long die, that's basically like a pencil. Parts for books and instruments. And a lot of sheets. Okay. Yeah, I think it's also people haven't been moving objects. Yeah, just trade all those. There you go. So I kind of just want to leave all the objects there. It'll save them having to haul them back and forth all the time. Yeah, elk birds have been pretty good eating. As I said, they keep coming up through the caves and getting stuck in this corridor here. So I extended the smithing area a little bit more. How much iron do we have at the moment? Bars. 443 iron bars. So absolutely heaps. Let's create... another room. Like... here. And we'll make a downstairs. Gabbro. Hold on. Okay. And Gabbro. If the game does start freezing from bat people sneaking in onto the map again, then we'll probably call it for Dwarf Fortress for tonight. I'll actually change the auto-saving to seasonal. I think, yeah, that'll be 4 times a year. There's 4 seasons, isn't there? Just so that if it does start freezing, I don't have to wait for it to like unfreeze before I can save. Oh, we've got a herd of Dwarf coming up here. Do we have any interesting creatures in the caverns? Bat people. These ones are just hanging around some islands. Elk birds, merchants, eagle, yak bulls. No. Okay. And a giant olm. Oh. Chief Medical Dwarf is taken by a fey mood. You that? Yeah, there you are. There we go. We have a lot of it, pretty much every object, so the dwarves should be able to have access to any materials they need for creating their strange moods. Though I have had a few dwarves die from moods. Again, because the message would pop up, and then I get distracted and forget about them, and then they go insane. So I need to be more attentive, but I find Dwarf Fortress very relaxing and just easy to have running, and I don't know, just sort of phase out with it. Not paying attention to what's going on, much to the detriment of my fortress. Okay, just put you all in there. Okay. Oh, the dwarves are going to be carrying stone, right? Ugh. Yeah, we've got a lot of strawberry wine, dwarven wine from the plump helmets, and rye beer. So, and also some blueberry and raspberry wine. And people are surviving off of, like, I'm not too sure, prepared meals of pond turtles. There's some barrels of milk there as well. Plump helmets, quarry bushes, or rock nuts, because they need to be processed first. It could be neater, and maybe we should have more tables there. Oh, yeah, okay. So the Droltha have come up here, and they've gotten stuck in the hole. Well, time to deal with them. It's good practice for the military. If the others can get to them before the, like, axe, before the champions get to them. There we go. And just dump the remains outside. I've been collecting some of these gems in the obsidian laid around in some of these places. They're still quite new to me. But I haven't found anything terribly of note like we have in the past. There's a bunch of spears and bat people corpses over there as well. I've just been letting them rot in the caves. I haven't been bothering to haul them all out of the caverns. There's too many of them. Waste of effort. I've just been, for the most part, just been taking their weapons and shields. They don't have armor though, which is a shame. Oh well. Okay, let's put a staircase leading down there. And we'll see whether we can breach the other cavern layer. Hey, there we go. Okay, now, how's it looking? Right, okay, we're in a corner there. Get rid of that. And we're going to have to shore up that corner there. Yeah, why'd you dig out that one right? You went for several levels without digging out that one, and then you dig out this one. Well, just place a wall there. That's easy. There we go. That way nothing can get in. I'm sorry, what? You have discovered an unusual volcanic wall studded with gems. Apparently 2 of them? Wait, did you discover... Oh! Okay. You discovered the 3rd cavern layer as well. They were really close together. Huh. Well... do this. And then we're going to have to wall that one up. Because I don't want creatures flying up from below. Come on. There we go. Okay. And then we'll go over to here. Mine down to there. Mine like this, I guess. And we get to explore 2 cavern layers. Let's have a look at this one first. Cave spider silk, cave spiders, troglodytes. Haven't seen those before in this version. A savage man-like cave creature. He's short and very skinny. His slightly upturned nose is broad. His head is very short. His ears are extraordinarily broad. His hair is chocolate. His skin is pale pink. His eyes are pale pink. Just a lot of cave spider silk. And quite a bit of water. We can't see too much more from this spot. More gold. Apparently quite a bit of water over there. In the walls, I mean. What about down here? I was hoping for some magma exposed to the surface. I don't know if that's too common, but I'm pretty sure you can come across like magma vents. Be an easier way to access it than having to hunt around the caverns. Oh no, then I don't know, I guess mining all the way down to the magma ocean? I think that's a thing. It's been a while since I've done that. I guess we can keep mining down to see. Elevation 0. Just shows how I don't know. What's that mean? Like how high the mountain is compared to surrounding land? Chief Medical Dwarf has Law Oth Sin Sazia has created Kisat Zebar, a giant olm bone weapon rack. She offers it to the Furious Cloister. Hey, nice. Let's get back up into the fortress. And we're going to have to put it into the storage pile over here. Empty molded. This is a giant olm bone weapon rack. All craft dwarf shippers of the highest quality. It is encrusted with oval diorite cabochons and encircled with bands of giant olm bone, round diorite cabochons, iron, and tapered baguette cut purple spinels. This object is adorned with hanging rings of claystone and menaces with spikes of iron and smoky quartz. Very nice. Let's pull this lever, and then we'll have it transported over to the stockpile, which I have to accept any object of artifact level quality. All of my other storage piles don't accept artifact level quality, so hopefully someone will come and carry it over to the stockpile. Looks like someone's got the job to do so. Here we go. And then I'm going to guess we're going to have to wait a while for the child to stop playing make-believe on the stockpile before I can pull the lever switch again. Yeah. Because they like doing that. As soon as they finish moving an object, it's just, I'm gonna play here for a while. I can pull the lever and just leave them there, but... Come on, move. 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 Thank you. Pull that lever. Oh, it's actually the Duke coming to pull the lever in his bedroom. Boop. There we go. Safe and sound from anyone looking to steal my artifacts. Though I don't think that will stop them from trying. They can't access them, so... Pretending to be an artifact floodgate. It's what every dwarf child should aspire to be. Actually, don't say that. I might get a macabre. Might get a macabre mood. I actually haven't had that, considering how many dwarves I've had who have been upset. I think it's a rather low chance of happening. What is it? Macabre and... There's another mood which is similar. Where they'll go off and kill another dwarf. The wiki has actually been started being updated with the Steam versions changes, so it'll be nice to have a list of all the things which actually have changed between the versions, because I don't really know. I like discovering some of the new things on my own, but some of the more mechanical stuff which have changed, I would like to just have in list form. Let me have a look. Do they have such a list on the wiki? Changelog. Oh, hang on. Oh, the classic version is actually released. That was released back on the 22nd. Okay. Oh, hang on. Here's the first classic release. There's a lot left to do, but this version is playable. Will give you an idea of where things are at. Zooming the interface. I'm just reading what Tony1 has written here. Zooming the interface with the mouse wheel is currently disabled because some of the menus don't react well to being small in width. We'll need to work through those. You can still use the settings to scale it up if you like. A few other indicators need to come back, and some tiles are working a little oddly. Brooks, for example. Also, because of how the graphical release is set up, we're currently stuck with one font size, which will impact some tile sets, of course. We're going to get through all this, and more keyboard support as well, of course, but I wanted everyone to see what progress has been made and get a chance to try it out. We should have simultaneous releases from now on between Steam, Itch, and here. Yeah, Tony1's actually picked up another developer for to help him on working on Dwarf Fortress. Aside from his brother Zach, there is now the B12 regular Putnam working on Dwarf Fortress as well. I'm not terribly familiar with them, but they've been a constant presence on the forums over the years. I certainly recognize their handle. But yeah, hopefully that will help with keeping the release dates concurrent between the Steam and the free version. Which is something I was kind of a bit worried about, because it's like, if you release an updated version of one, you have to release an updated version of the other, and Dwarf Fortress is kind of a long haul game. I wonder whether I hope Kitfox is able to keep up with the development for, like, 10 years into the future or so. Or even 15. Anyway. Let's see. Yeah, I want to see... No, I don't want to download it. I want to see, is there a changelog? No. Okay, never mind. I'm going to have a look for it for myself at some other point. Ooh. Okay, well, we hit lava. No, don't do that. Just start mining this out. Pardon me. Because I would like to get some of that magma so I can make some magma forges. Which, actually, looking at this, I think we've had the option to build magma smelters right from the beginning. Where I think in Base Dwarf Fortress, they only appeared as an option to construct once you actually found magma. They would just pop up in the list of workshops. Okay, so if that's lava there, if I dig a channel in a room here, will it expose lava? Or magma, rather, because we're underground. Gabbro, cobaltite. Let's see. If I do this... No. Okay. That's interesting. There's apparently lava surrounding it. Oh, is that just talking about the floor below? There's no lava seeping in there. Lava flows rather slowly, so this shouldn't result in a dead dwarf. If it does, oopsie. Yeah, I think this is just warning me that there's lava beneath here rather than in these, behind these walls. Oh, I didn't unpause it. Yes, yes. Warm can, also indicate magma on the Z level below. Yes, okay, so that's going to be the situation. Then let's do this. We'll create stairs one more Z level down. They can't actually kill themselves digging stairs down into lava, magma, I don't think. Because they're not actually on the Z level, they dig it from the Z level above. So if it fills up with magma, it doesn't really matter. I'll just have to dig stairs down somewhere else. And I'm pretty sure the magma won't, like, rush up the stairs. There we go. There is some pressure in Dwarf Fortress, but it doesn't behave in that way. And I think I don't know whether water pressure works with magma or whether it's just with water. Okay. This is going to get a little tedious for digging out an area like this. Can I turn off the warm stone warning somewhere? You could do that in base. Because it's cancelling the requests I'm making for mining as they reveal the heated stone, so I have to keep redesignating it as it goes along. Come on. Keep mining it out. Kind of looks like we're mining out twisties. a type of cheesy chip here. I don't know if they're... I think they're an Australian thing. I don't know if other countries have them. They're like cheesels. Anyway. So if we dig down there... Oh, jeez. That gave me a start. I was like, oh crap. Everything's now magma. But no. Okay. Roar adamantine. Praise the miners. You discovered an unusual volcanic wall studded with gems. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, we like... Yeah, okay. Oh, we actually dug into a bit going through magma. Yeah, it's not bubbling up. Nice. Okay then. We can set up a little magma smelting area over here. It's going to be still going to be a pain setting up like workshops here. Actually, no, because we could be a bit smarter about this than building on the same Z level. I could put the storage rooms on the Z level above, and that way I don't have to deal with all the heated rock messages. Haha! I am smart. Okay. Is Gabbro magma safe? I think it is. Ooh. The Great Melted Cheese Ocean. Kind of reminds me of the magma graphic from Dungeon Keeper. What have we got? Rough-hewn native gold walls. That's incredible. There's a whole bunch of rubies and star sapphires over there in obsidian. Now, where was this adamantine they mentioned? You can never keep track of what's magma safe. No. It's just rock is magma safe. Wood isn't, but there's a little bit more to that, more to it than that, because I think not all types of rock are magma safe. Magma-safe materials are materials which will not melt, burn, evaporate, or otherwise take damage when in close contact with magma. This is important if you want to make workshops. I believe walls don't care if they're made out of magma-safe materials or not. You can make a wall out of wood, and magma won't destroy it, because constructions like walls and floors can't burn into a fortress. Workshops, however, can. And I think floodgates can, and maybe doors too. But it's like... So, it's a little odd there. You won't end up with a encampment burning down like in RimWorld, thankfully. But it's still something you have to keep in mind. Let's see... Magma-safe materials. There is quite a long list, including iron, apparently. The following materials will not melt when submerged in magma. Although true for any item construction, it's worth specifically mentioning that this includes doors, floor hatches, floodgates, bridges, screw pumps, pipe sections, and mechanisms. Yeah, if you want to pump magma, you have to make the pipes out of a magma-proof material. Wood won't suffice, otherwise it will just destroy them. Iron, nickel, pig iron, platinum, steel, divine metal, cassiterite, galena, hematite, magnetite, native platinum, sphelerite, nethercap. Nethercap? Really? Oh, I guess because it's naturally cold. That's interesting. So there is a wood type which you can use, which is magma safe. Slade, yeah, but Slade is I don't know. We might be able to see some around here. There are some types of leather and bones which are magma safe. Fire imp leather is magma safe, as well as fire imp bone. Dragon bone is also magma safe. Apparently fire imp and dragon soap is magma safe too. That's good to know. All types of glass, and also ash, potash, and pearl ash, but you can't make anything out of that, so... Magma is measured in degrees U, which stands for Urist, the measure of temperature within the Dwarf Fortress world. As far as is known, there is no functional difference between a material that melts at 12,005 Urists or 55,000 Urists. They are both equally magma safe. I love that they use Urist as a measuring... a measuring unit. Let's see, 12,000 12,000 degrees Urist is about 1,111.1 degrees Celsius, or 12,032 degrees Fahrenheit. It doesn't have Kelvin. What else? Yeah, okay, so basically, I think Gabbro should be fine. Where is it? Yep, Gabbro is fine. And we can just make it out of this rock right here. Yeah, I was going to say, let's see. So we have Gabbro here, diamonds there, magma, semi-molten rock. Okay. Gabbro, native gold. You can see these fire snakes in here. Oh, hang on. Spinels. Can we see that most precious resource around here somewhere? Blue diamonds, star sapphires. Star sapphires. Where is it? I got a message about it. I could use a message to find it, but I kind of want to find it on my own. Let's see, where is it? Over here. Are you sure? Raw adamantine, cavern floor. Okay, but there's no floor there. Why are you telling me? Weird. Okay, well, apparently there's some adamantine right there. Adamantine is the metal that all dwarves covet. It is very strong and very lightweight. So if you make swords or armor out of it, weapons or armor out of it, the armor is very, very tough. Gives very high protection. and the swords are very sharp and very light, so they're very good for using. Hammers are not very useful because it's very light, and hammers use weight to determine how much damage they deal. I think I've mentioned this before. Using adamantine hammers is like hitting people with a wiffle ball bat. Amusing, but fruitless. Let's see, I want to go down here. Actually, hold on. Let's not dig right down in there. I'm going to see, because I think this whole thing is one of those obsidian blocks with all the gems in it. So I would like to don't really want to mine down straight into it, but it's not really another good place, I think. Okay. Let me make a save. Yes, greed tea. I've actually had a few embarks I've looked at on volcanoes. In my own time. I haven't done too much with those fortresses as of yet. It was more just having a look and seeing what it's like. Pretty much how it's always been, just a magma vent exposed to the surface with trees everywhere. Huh. Okay. Oh, that, yeah, right, that's because of magma below. I hate this mining into the warm rock. I just keep thinking to myself, no, this is a bad idea. I've had fortresses drown because of doing things like that, and thinking I know best. Okay, we've got goblins. Where are they? Over here, I guess. Okay. Everyone in the fort. Is everyone on the list? Good, okay. Everyone in. Military? Up here. Oh, okay, yeah, we've got snatchers. They come along with the, they're popping up out here. Where are they, actually? Okay, there's a snatcher. Quite a lot of goblins. So we've got 3 snatchers? Oh yeah, that's means so many saguaros are growing around here. There's a nose. So there's a thief. Hey, kid, get inside. Yeah, good job, kid. You ran straight towards them. Fantastic job. Why'd you do that? I told you to get inside. You just, like, ran the opposite direction. Wait, where did my military tools go? Hmm. Why are some of you not wearing your equipment? You don't have a breastplate on. I don't like your chances. You don't have a helmet on. Like, seriously. Go get equipped. Hang back over here. Oh boy, he's run out. Okay. Everyone just charge out and deal with the goblins. You've done good before. Oof. Man, he's got a lot of arrow fire going at him. Light bruising. Lower spine is bruised. Absolutely inexhaustible, amazing agile, unbelievably strong, tough, and rarely sick. Chop, 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 chop. Come on, hey, there's more goblins. What are you doing? Get stuck in. We've got a bridge of iron down here, which we need to cover with some blood. Any more goblins? Yeah, there's one. Hack, hack, chop. There we go. Well done. You, made very short work of them. And only one casualty. A stupid kid who ran the wrong way. There we go. That wasn't actually too big. I thought that the sieges would keep just increasing in size, but that was about as big as it was last time. I haven't started bringing trolls yet. Though we have had to fight trolls in the caves. Okay. Keep mining away at this. Let's construct these workshops. So I need a magma smelter. What do you mean blocked? Well, hang on. What? Hang on. One of the tiles for the magma smelter has to be under magma. Is it the back one up here, not the middle one? Hmm. I think I dug it in the wrong spot. Nope, caravan has arrived. How convenient, they just arrived just after we had the siege. And luckily none of the snatchers, I think, managed to run off with any of the dwarven children. Oh! Uh-oh! Okay, well, we've got a dwarf on fire here. Okay, this is not... Okay, so we haven't breached into the magma sea. It is a pool of magma inside of the obsidian... inside of the obsidian sea. So this won't flow forever. This will just flood out and taper off after a bit, and then eventually dry out, cool down. However, heavy bleeding. His right foot is melted. Yeah, his toe is melted. Ugh. You're probably not going to be living long. Pale, bleh, no, dead. And then their corpse is going to burn and be destroyed. But the magma should cool down and dissipate after a bit. Yeah. Okay, now, because they burnt alive, they have no body for us to bury. That means that we have to make a slab and dedicate it in their name. Otherwise, I'll come back as an angry ghost. I actually haven't had any ghosts. I think I learned on pretty quickly to keep on top of burying dead dwarves and dedicating slabs to those who I can't bury. Because yeah, ghosts are not good. Some of them are very nasty, and it just disrupts the dwarves. So you want to get it dealt with. What do I want? A pigtail cloth, I guess. Eggplants, passion fruits, strawberries. I actually have a passion fruit vine. I think it's getting on a bit in years, though. Looks like it's going to be dying off sometime soon. I don't really eat them myself, though. I'm not sure why. They look a little gross. They're sort of goopy and full of seeds. But, it's apparently quite nice and ice cream, and it's one of the things we have here on, oh, what's it called? Meringues. Okay, so did you construct that rock slab? No, because I've been doing all this construction down here, they're going to have to drag a stone from over there or deeper in the caverns. Okay, how's that? I think I could actually put a shortcut over here for the camera. Right. Magma Sea. There we go. So that'll be F2. F1 is where the wagon was. Where the wagon arrived. But I'll recenter that to here, and I'll call this, main vault hall. There we go. So if I remember, I can just switch back and forth between these locations very quickly. Okay, I might actually just forbid this stuff here for the moment. Oh no, all the diamonds are being burnt and melted. Okay. Well, we lost a miner. I'm gonna need to dedicate another miner. Not the Duke. What's the custom detail one? Oh, custom detail 2. What was that? Clothes making. Right. Right, yeah, and I wanted you to stay doing that. So that could be you and the bone carver. Actually, no, you and the animal caretaker. And this peasant. Oh. Do we have more demands? Yeah, make crossbows. Of course. By clicking this little exclamation mark here, it's saying for any dwarf which is able to do this job to do it now. And it will sort of yank a dwarf. It will sort of forcefully make a dwarf complete the job rather than waiting for one to get around to deciding to do it. Oh, of course, the broker has decided to be the one to fulfill that. Miner has been missing for a week. Yeah, that's because they burnt to death and there was no body. So, oh, it's funny. The last I saw of him, he was just standing there, engulfed in flame as they melted. I wonder what happened to them. Oh, hang on. Maybe these two situations are connected somehow. I'm not sure. Get that out of there. It's stinking up the hole. Okay, did we make the crossbows? Good. Okay, and can you trade now? Okay, trade. Let's see. Well, I don't need the metal, don't need the gems, don't need the blocks. Rough glass. I'm gonna buy some more of that. Just so that we've got some. Oh, I've got no items to trade here. Didn't I leave them here? Do I have to redesignate them to be carried back here every single time? Where'd that come from? Where did we get Twilight Horror Bones from? I mean, distance is 0. They're still in the, they're still in the, trade depot. I would have thought they would just show up in the list again. Oh well. Why do we have so few weapons? Shouldn't I have a huge amount of spears? I have to detonate them even if they're already in a post. Oh, okay. I thought it was just like items located in the trade depot will be used as trade, not necessarily that I have to still... Okay. Designate them for trading each time. Yeah, get all that. That's just glass, isn't it? Yes. Also, thank you for that. We don't need these. Don't need that. The hammers or the boat or the axes, mini forges. Don't need the cages. We don't need more barrels, buckets, battle axes. No, we're going to be able to make better ones soon anyway. Pickaxes. I'll buy 2. Again, we could just make our own, but... Let's buy some clothing. Not the really expensive ones. The ones which were worth about 100. I wish it paired the, like the boots, of equal value with each other. This one's actually worth a bit more than its pair. Hmm. I'm gonna guess maybe you might only want one of them. Okay. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Yeah, buy some trousers for people. I've been making my own, but... Rays? Huh, is that what those are called? Hmm. Yeah, I could make some nest boxes. Ah. Okay then. I don't have enough for everything which I want. Fine. Let's go back on... some of those. There we go. Okay. I also have a whole bunch more beds I can place. Damn it. I could just leave it like that. Have one bed out of position compared to all the others. That wouldn't be irritating at all, would it? Do I have, like, make doors? No. Yeah, just make like 20 rock doors. Okay, so we've probably made that slab by now. Yep, there it is. Diorite slab. Right, so now we need to go to a craft dwarf's workshop. Add task. Yeah, I think it's under rock. No? Stoneworkers workshop. Here we go. Engraved memorial slab. And what was the dwarf's name? Locum Gatismeg. This is useful in the Steam version, that I can just mouse over the message here and get the name without having to go through another menu and exit out of the workshops thing. Okay. Apparently I've got quite a few dwarves who are not memorialized, have no slab. Asno. Ast. Atu. But those don't sound like my dwarves. So those might be, goblins? Let's see. Asno. Dead missing. Yeah, it's listing the goblin invaders there as well. That's not terribly useful. It would be nice if it had a like what species they were there, instead of just listing everyone here. So you would be like, oh no, I've got so many dwarves which haven't been memorialized, but then it's like, oh, well, you don't actually have to worry about them because they're goblins. They don't... they don't have souls, so they don't have ghosts. So there's no problem if they're coming back to haunt you. Or maybe just dwarves are just particularly vindictive in that way. Okay, have we engraved it? Oh, someone's hauling it there. What's your problem? Haggard. Okay. How's it going down here? Lava's disappearing. We've got these fire snakes popping up around. Now, these fire snakes are just like vermin. I don't think they cause any major issues. I don't think they can set things on fire. And they might just deteriorate objects like any other vermin do. I'm not... Let me have a look. I think it's just that they live in fire. Fireproof vermin made entirely out of fire. They spawn only around magma sites. They may start fires. Okay, so they can cause problems. So locating fuel or graphite stockpiles near magma, or passages leading to magma, is risky. They will also inspire an unhappy thought if a dwarf that hates them encounters one. They're called Zero Therleth in the Dwarven language. With a body temperature of 14,000 urists, a fire snake is hotter than magma and hotter than the melting point of nearly all magma-safe materials. It can melt and burn its way out of nearly any animal trap, even nethercap, though the trap remains unharmed, with the exception of adamantine. Fortunately, like most other vermin, a cat will handily kill them, especially if pastured in the area of the infestation. Although fire snakes spawn near magma, a dwarf on trapping duty can unwittingly transport a fire snake to an animal stockpile elsewhere in your fortress. Once set down by the trapper, a fire snake's high temperature can destroy the animal trap that holds it. Once free, a fire snake can cause all sorts of fun with your loose objects, including the destruction of masterworks, leading to unhappy thoughts in their creators, and cages, releasing any creatures held within. As vermin, fire snakes don't spit any sort of fire. The only thing they do is destroy wooden items that they step on. Liquid fire is a valuable extract derived from captured fire snakes. Some dwarves like fire snakes for their mystery. So, okay, they can set things on fire just by being near them. Right, can I put this magma smelter down here now? I can, good. So, this is something which was more obvious in the classic version of Dwarf Fortress as well. We'll go to this for a moment. If we go to workshops, Magma Forge. Yeah, look, it's actually showing up with the pluses and all that. Oh, it's actually not. It doesn't actually show it on the placement thing. I guess because you can place it. Oh, hang on, no, it might be just that the center square of the workshop has to be on solid ground, and it could be on any of the surrounding tiles. So, I don't think, yeah, it might not have to be under a specific square, just there has to be one of the squares around the edge. Hello, welcome. Rock and Earth. Is this the Dwarf Fortress version of Rock and Stone? Okay, and I hope we're doing well. Magma Forge. There we go. No, I need some anvils. Right, let's go up here and we'll remove these. It's going to be a long trek all the way down there. I guess it's rather straightforward to get there because it's just down a bunch of steps. I can't make teleports. Okay, so deconstruct the forges, and we'll locate them, and the smelters, and we'll relocate them down in the magma, or down where the magma is. We'll leave the wood furnace up here though. So we won't need the coal there because the forges are now fueled by magma. That's a lot of iron bars just scattered everywhere. However, you'll still need coal, I think, in the process of making steel. Because I think you need a fuel source, flux stone, and iron. Don't know whether you need coal actually in the process, but you'll need like marble or something like that. Again, let me check. To smelt steel, you need iron bars, flux stone, and fuel. Steel production is very complex compared to the creation of other alloys, which only involve one step to combine bars of different pure metals to create the final product. Steel making from iron bars has two steps, and both steps require coke or charcoal as part of the actual reaction. combining that fuel with the other ingredient. This is required in addition to any heating source if using a non-magma smelter. Right, yeah, so you still need coal or coke or charcoal, even if you have a magma smelter. So, recipe. Necessary ingredients produces 2 bars of steel, 2 bars of iron, 2 units of flux, 4 units of fuel, or only 2 if magma powered. Step 1. Use 1 iron bar to create pig iron. 1 bar of iron, 1 flux stone, 1 unit of fuel as a source of carbon, and 1 unit of fuel or magma to heat the forge. Produces 1 bar of pig iron. Step 2. Combine the pig iron bar with the second iron bar to produce steel. 1 bar of iron, 1 bar of pig iron, 1 flux stone, 1 unit of fuel as a source of carbon, and 1 unit of fuel or magma to heat the forge. Produces 2 bars of steel. So, yeah, there's a little bit more to do with the whole process, but it's not too complicated, really. Just produce iron, make X number of bars of pig iron out of iron, and then make X number of steel bars, and the dwarves will put it together for you, as long as you have the pig iron and fuel. Okay, and we'll need the magma forges down here. I'm glad I could put these forges over the top of the floor, which I placed. Okay. Oh, hang on. 1. Right. That slab is now memorialized. So, furniture, slab. We'll put you up here. There we go. And we'll start smoothing this room out. This could be like a slab hall. Oh boy. We've got Droltha and elk birds again. Ooh, quite a few of them. The blood was nearly completely gone from up here. Come on, everyone, chop chop. Literally and figuratively. 1 dwarf versus a herd. Yeah. Okay. It's funny how they just like drop their shirts after they finish fighting. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the lava's nearly, the magma's nearly completely gone over there. I think it's just burning away at the diamonds, which will take a while to be completely gone. Okay, can I make these at... Oh, people will be hauling the anvils down there. That's why it's taking a while. His copper pickaxe is gone. It just melted away. I actually found embarking on a volcano. The mountain was made out of obsidian, which would make for a very cool looking fortress with the graphics mod. With just black rock everywhere for the walls, as well as being a useful source for weapons, because you can make obsidian swords and so on. There we go. Oh. Wants 3 more crossbows. There we go. Hello, welcome, welcome. Hope people are doing well. Let's see. I need to increase the storage room for all my iron bars. Ooh, okay, 1 anvil's up. Actually, does that magma forge look different? I think it does. Smelter. Yeah, it does look different. They've got, like, little pipes on them. There's a pipe attached to the forge there. That's cool. Rather than just using the same sprite for both of them. Yeah. Instead of the little pile of coal in the corner there, they've got this pipe for funneling the magma up. Nice. It's got to be very hot down here. Oh well, it was. Let's see. So was this. We could do... How are people's armor and all that? Well, you should have full suits of armor. They're not currently on duty. Okay. Let me actually put a small stockpile down here for iron bars. And I'll put another one over here for gold bars. Just so that we can have some of the resources next to the forges. And then we could put another stockpile over here. And this one can be for weapons and armor. Only of... and armor only of weapons, because this includes clothes. So we'll remove all of that there. But then what we'll do is... we'll have this stockpile give to another stockpile. So the dwarves forging the armor or weapons will go into that stockpile. But then it will be taken from that stockpile into the ones up here. So this is for armor. And then we'll have it also give to the weapon stockpile, because it's storing both of them, and they'll split it up in between these two. And yeah, this is just for iron and gold, so we can actually make it so that these stockpiles take from the iron and gold stockpiles. Hang on, is that the right one? Yes, it is. Okay. Do I have a... this one? I think this is my gold bar stockpile. Yeah. It's just covered in iron bars at the moment. There we go. Can I put more bins here, please? Oh, you're hauling a bin. Don't haul bins down here. I don't want bins on these. Because they're not going to be staying there for that long. So. No, please don't store bins here. Why is that there? Get that axe out of here. You shouldn't be storing those down here. They should be going upstairs. Not down here. Thank you. My back. Okay, let's see. So, now that we have all this forging, let's have a look. What could we make out of gold? Basically anything. Yeah, let's make some gold rings. Oh, that's rose gold. I don't want that. We don't have that. We won't make coins. I did that in another fortress, and while the idea of having a room full of gold coins is a very neat one, stacks of 500 gold coins everywhere. Takes quite a while for dwarves to move. Actually, how about we do this? We'll actually make some steel. So, make pig iron bars, and we'll make 30 of them. And then we can make another another request to make steel bars. And we'll do that. There we go. We actually haven't had a slowdown so far. That's nice. It reminds me, I'll make a save. For people just joining, this fortress is one which we were working on before, but I started having huge periods of slowdown because of invading bat people. They would appear hidden on the map, and the game would spend a lot of time calculating whether they were able to be seen or not, which was causing huge amounts of slowdown. So I was just sort of showing this off for a moment and how I'd be proceeding with it in my own time. But we've been playing it for 2 hours, and there has been no major slowdown. So I would think the bat people will invade at another point. I don't see why they would stop. But yeah, we might be calling this soon, because I'd like to swap over for some Warhammer 3. I was planning on doing some of that as well tonight, not just Dwarf Fortress. I'll go for a little bit longer with this, so. Okay, has all this gone yet? That's just on fire. Yeah, the diamonds aren't going to melt or anything, they're just going to burn forever. Oh hum. Okay, we can unforbid all that. Actually, hang on. No. No, don't tell them to dump those. Forbid those. I don't trust the dwarves, actually, to not... I don't know whether they'll do this anymore, but dwarves would used to be able to pick up objects which were burning and cart them around the place and put them down in a stockpile, and it would just start burning everything else. Dwarves aren't very good at noticing when they're on fire. Though the dwarf who was here, who died to the magma, he melted pretty quickly. I was actually surprised at how quickly the magma spread out. I thought it flowed a lot slower than that. Oh, hey, there's water. Not enough to... Oh, hang on. No. Okay, cool. It put out the fire. Nice. Wheelbarrow of fire. Yeah, it's like the... it's like a budget version of a flaming motorbike. We'll be able to get, yeah, some diamonds out of this at least. Because these are worth quite a bit. Hey, there's some obsidian. Hello! Apocalypse, we are being judged by the gods. The ruination of the fated. You're not a forgotten beast, are you? You look like one. What are you? A towering one-eyed serpent. It has a pair of knobbly antennae, and it cannot abide anything that lives. Its slate grey scales are blocky and overlapping. It was created by the dwarven god Dishus, the fated hell of spiders, and is of a part with death and murder. Oh, delightful. Lovely. Let's abandon the fortress immediately. No. Hey, dwarves, get down here. We need to kill this thing. Or try. Please. So I'm guessing this is a demon. Interesting. It's actually got a little altar as its image up there. Grandmaster, Observer, Fighter, Archer, Wrestler, and Biter. Lovely. Didn't say anything about it having poisonous vapors or bite or anything like that, so... Yeah, it's just like a giant snake. Or giant worm. Dwarf casually just walks past the Armageddon serpent. Yeah. I've got bigger things to worry about. There's some diamonds back there. I'm hoping we can deal with this thing. Chop, 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 chop. Well now. I didn't like the sound of that. Okay, it killed off my entire military. Ooh, different music. Its tail is cut open, its tail is bruised, its head is torn open, its head is bruised, its neck is cut open, its neck is bruised, its left antenna is broken. So they hurt it, but they didn't kill it. This might be bad for the fortress. Yeah, just a little. I was thinking at least one of my axe tools would be able to, like, cut its head off or something. Yeesh. Hey. We need some more lucky dwarf. Please? Please kill it? Good thing I made a save beforehand. There goes the militia commander. We're going to... I'll keep throwing dwarves at it until it gets exhausted and passes out. I threw wave after wave of my own men at it until they hit their predetermined kill limit and turned and deactivated. Or whatever it is. It's pale, it's heavily bleeding. It felt hopeless after suffering a major injury. It was shocked after being attacked. Holy crap, you managed to kill it? You managed to kill it. Well done. It took out half the fort. And absolutely butchered a huge number of dwarves. Oosh. That was nasty. I don't think it even had like poisonous venom or anything like that. It was just tearing things apart. Axelord's been found dead. Oh, you're right. They're going down the tunnels, seeing everyone else who died on the way. I'm gonna need a lot of coffins. Okay, so that's something else which can appear in the blocks of obsidian. It's not just diamonds. What the heck's that? Oh, someone... Oh, did you have your foot torn off? Yeah. Wow. Our Duke is dead. Yeah, there, Bemble. Oh. He just wanted to live a life of demanding amulets and crossbows. How many kills did that thing get? Well, like 24 or something. You. Manager. You. Still have an axe lord? I guess you. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to need a fair number of... Can we make... Oh, hang on, no, they're... No, what are they called? They're not coffins. They're not caskets. There we go. Sarcophagi. Sarcophaguses. Okay. Do we have metalsmiths left? No. Right, this is all the dwarves we have because everyone else is children. 9 dwarves. That means we have like 17 children. Ugh. Oh, and some of them are also monster hunters, so. Let's see. What was that for? Clothes making, right. I guess we'll continue on with that. We won't load, you know. That was a mistake. It was a painful one, but I'll certainly remember it. Be careful around those blocks of obsidian. It's certainly neat. I'd like for more things like that to be added to the game. Oh, hang on. Oh. Troglodyte baby is fighting. Why am I being told about this? What? Is there like a giant cave spider out there? No? Oh, hello. There's a giant cave toad coming to attack us as well. Can we get a break, please, game? Sloth, stop. Burp, 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 burp. Thankfully, our weapons and armor are still pretty good, so they can just take them off the bodies and wear their equipment. Ugh. Oh, hang on. I have to turn off the burrow. Let's see. Right, so we've got I'll put you as the doctor. I guess the manager is surgeon. And chief medical dwarf is diagnostician. So how are you going? The diagnosis. And your red eyelid is mangled beyond recognition. Lovely. How are the magma forges going? Okay, let's now I've got like since I've got 8 dwarves who can actually do jobs around here now, I'm going to have to, like, I don't know, take them off schedule if I want other things done. Which means they're not going to be able to practice for a while. Labor. Chores. Okay, children are doing everything possible. We're going to get miasma now. it's waiting on the manager to, we're gonna get a lot of ghosts. Because I can't get anyone to, like, I could make stone coffins, but they'd have to haul the stone. I guess I can make wooden ones. Those are lighter. But they're just not really that fancy. Oh, hang on. Can you make them? Wooden casket. I think that's it. Hello, welcome. You noticed that I made ramps instead of stairs. Oh, here. Just for fun. There's no real reason. I made a spiral staircase. So it goes down one layer. And I don't know. It's just neat seeing the dwarves run around and around in circles. Mind all the corpses. We just had a demon attack. So, yeah, but yeah, it's just because it looks neat. Not really any other reason. I've seen fortresses with larger spiral staircases with a huge central shaft. But that was all that I was able to do at the time. So, I have stairs over here. They're certainly a lot more straightforward than spiral staircase, but yeah. I guess it makes it easier to see, in one way, because it, you know, you can see several layers down now. And it makes fighting on them a bit better because there's more room on the stairs. Because it's like a one square. I think the dwarves would have to cluster around the tops if they were fighting something on below, but eh. I think that's only really a problem if you have long single shafts of stairs. Like over here. Because then they're going up and down and they have to duck to get past each other. Let's see. Those caskets being made? No. Who's my manager? Oh right, my manager doesn't have a room. Because we recently had a change in management. There we go. Oh, and this is my bookkeeper's. I don't think I've got a bookkeeper. Oh, hang on. Is my bookkeeper the same as my manager? No. Well, now they are. Okay. All the fancy bedrooms I made, and now they're all dead. I kind of understand why I do understand, I guess, in a way, why they increase the age dwarves become adults from 12 to 18, but it just means that you have like 6 more years where you've got children and they're not going to be becoming like active members of your fortress. How old is the oldest one we've got? 11, 9, 12, 17, 10. So, I believe you could just change that in the like ini file for the game. It's just a number. You can put it back down again if you wish. I thought I put it so that children wouldn't. I think it's because they come in the migrant waves. We haven't been having babies, or not many, so they've just been arriving with migrants. Can you adjust that? Like, I don't mind some, but let's see. No. Okay. I had been playing around with different embark sizes. This is actually a 6x6 embark instead of 4x4. I did embark on one map with a 16x16 embark zone. Yes, it was very large. I encompassed an entire mountain with it. However, at 16x16, the FPS was it wasn't stationary, but it was like a dwarf was taking a step every half second or so. So yeah, not really playable. Have I performance issues with the 6x6? Not really. I mean, I think more. It's not so much like going from 4x4 to 6x6 will cause a drastic increase in performance issues, but generally, the larger the embark zone is, the more it will exacerbate all the other FPS issues that you'll come across. Because it's not really one thing which causes FPS problems in Dwarf Fortress. It's a build-up of a whole bunch of things. More items, more creatures, invasions, more dwarves, just everything piling up over time. There are ways to mitigate this, but I'm not too sure on them. The wiki would have more answers in that regard. And having a larger embark zone just means, yeah, all that sort of gets amplified. What's my PC config? Let me have a check. Dwarf Fortress uses your CPU primarily. It doesn't use the GPU, so graphics card's not going to make much of a difference. Well, or any difference. My processor though is a Ryzen 9 39000X, so it's got 12 cores. But again, Dwarf Fortress only uses one. I think it uses two, but one of them's just for the graphics for the Steam version. So the game is not optimized in that regard, and there's also calculations going on in the background. But you have an 8x8 with 200 towards it's running fine. Yeah, see, as I said, it's not so much like it warns against going larger, but it's more of a build-up of a bunch of factors rather than any one thing. Though with this fortress, I've been having issues with large numbers of cavern dwellers attacking bat people in particular. I've been getting invasions from cavern dwellers, and they appear on the map hidden, and it seems like it causes a lot of lag while they remain hidden. I'm guessing because the game is constantly checking to see whether they've been spotted by anyone. As soon as they're spotted and they become visible, it becomes fine again. But while they're invisible on the map, the game has hit some huge FPS issues for me. So it'll probably be something which will be patched in the future, because I don't remember it in the previous versions. Though I don't remember cavern invasions as being something in the previous versions of Dwarf Fortress. So sounds better than previous versions. It wouldn't surprise me if there's been some optimization in there. Usually there's some patching done to fix the most egregious examples of things. But like more minor things are sort of left because there's bigger issues. The developer Tan has had a naked Moldog or a giant mole rather, has had another hand come onto the team to help him with it. Putnam from the Bay 12 forums, who is a long-time regular there. So, yeah, hopefully the extra hand there will help with sorting some of the other things out in the meantime. Todd has also had his brother Zach Adams working on things, but my understanding is Zach's more, I think, more for bouncing ideas off and suggestions rather than actual coding on the game. That's, I think, always been Tarn's job. Oh, Dwarf has been possessed. Claimed a craft dwarf's workshop. How are we going? Okay. Well, I think I'm going to save it there, and we'll call it for Dwarf Fortress for tonight. That's all the dead dwarves, who are now all rotted in piles of skeletons. We're going to have ghosts. I can't... People are not making coffins for them. Hang on, do I have... No, anyone should be doing that job. It shouldn't matter. Yeah, make wooden caskets. Do this. This is important. Because we need those. Stop dwarves from getting upset. I wish I could say in the work order here, like, this is a high priority task. Now, I guess clicking on this makes it higher priority. Work orders at the top of the list will use workshops first. Okay, but they all use different workshops. So that would be nice if this had a view which separated these work orders by, if not their industry, by the workshops which they would use. Because even though the brewing job is at the top, that's not going to impact cutting gems because they use two different workshops. This uses steel, this uses gem cutters. So this wooden casket one would only be competing with... it wouldn't be competing with anything else because none of my other work tasks here is making use of a carpenter's workshop. Okay, anyway. We'll save it there and we'll continue with this next time. I'm glad that there's been no FPS issues. So yeah, I am going to have a break. And then we'll be back with some Warhammer 3. Because we're not finishing up just yet. And I did want to start another modded Warhammer 3 campaign. But yeah, I'm going to have a break, make myself a cup of tea and all that. I'll stop the recording here.